Hey guys, it's Heather, welcome back. So today's video is gonna be 10 things that I always repurchase. Now these items are strictly like personal care and a little bit of beauty, but I'm gonna plan on doing this for makeup items as well as like house items and things around the house. So in no particular order, first up, we have the Cerave. This is the PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. So this is an ultra lightweight, fragrance-free lotion. It has ceramides and hyaluronic acid in it. It's great to protect like your skin's barrier. It's awesome for moisturizing. It doesn't feel greasy. Pretty sure it's good for all skin types or at least normal to oily. If you have really winter dry skin, you can definitely use this. I actually use this in the winter, but over on top of it, I'll put on like a really nourishing lotion. But like in the summer, it's perfect. It's super lightweight, so it's not gonna make your skin like super greasy or more oily. They offer this in like 2 sizes, I wanna say at least at Target, so they do have a smaller size that you can take with you like when you're traveling, which is amazing. I love that they offer this in the smaller size. It's very affordable. It's typically more expensive if you go to like Ulta. I don't know why that is, but at Target, I get it from like, I want to say like $10 to $11. And then if you get the bigger bottle, it's like $13.99 at Target right now. Next up, sticking with CeraVe, is this Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. This is also for normal to dry skin. They do make another one that's better if you have really oily skin. I'll put it up on the screen here. I'll also link everything down below. But this is good because it's like you put it on your hand and it's like a lotion feel. And then once it gets in with water, it turns into like a foam. And it does foam on your face and it cleanses, so it's gonna remove your makeup. This is also formulated with 3 essential ceramides and also hyaluronic acid. So it's great for just keeping that moisture all day long. And it also has amino acids, which help to attract, to hold water into the skin. It removes dirt, oil, and makeup. And it is fragrance free. So if you're looking for good face wash that's affordable, this is the 16 fluid ounce. And the price is, it comes in like a 3 ounce, so it comes in the travel too. The price is anywhere from like $5 up to $17.99 for the big one. This is the big one. Next up, this technically falls under beauty, but I just had to include it because it is a mascara that I have been using consistently for the past 4 or 5 years. Whenever this came out, I can't remember exactly. I'll put it up on the screen, but it is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. There's just nothing better at the drugstore. I always find myself coming back to it. It's just become a staple in my collection. I love the primer. The primer is amazing. I have it on today. So I have the primer on, and then I have just this, and I curl my eyelashes prior to using primer, and then I curl them again after I've done my mascara at the end, like very carefully. And I just find that that's the way that I get my curl and the length and everything, just to look the best that it can. This mascara is just so good. It has gone up in price a little bit. I feel like it used to be like $8, $9 when it first came out, and now it's like $10, $11. So in my opinion, for my lashes and what I like, this is just still way high up there. And whenever I've gone through a period of time where I don't have this in my collection, I'm like looking for it. So it's always gonna be a repurchase. Sally Hanson, this is the Hard as Nails. And if you have really dry nails and really weak and brittle nails, and they just tend to crack more, I find like hormonally, sometimes my nails just aren't as strong. Granted, I do my own nails and I do use tips a lot, and I try to soak them off and use like the glue remover. I try the best that I can not to rip them off, but in between, I always have this on my nails. It's like $3, $4. You can get it right at Ulta. I don't know if they have this exact one at Target, but I'm sure you could get it off Amazon. Again, I will link everything down below. But it's gonna harden your nails so that they're not gonna split as easy. And while you're kind of growing them out, like in between, say you've had nails on and you rip them off or something happened, let your new nails grow in, have this on top of them, and it'll really just harden things. And it also helps to grow your nails. I don't know how true that portion is, but I do find that since it is like a hardening formula and it does make your nail very smooth, it prevents the splitting. I will say that it works as advertised, and it's a really great product. Moving in to some more shower and body care is the Tree Hut Sugar Scrubs. These have been my go-to. I have not found anything that I like for a shower scrub. I always go back to this. It works great. They have so many different delicious scents to choose from. Some are definitely better than others. So it's kind of like a learning game. This was a newer scent, I believe. It's the Peach Sorbet. And you may love it. Unfortunately, as soon as I smelt it, it instantly reminded me of a time 20 years ago when I was like in high school or college. And I got sick on peach schnapps. So once you have like one of those nights, if you get sick on an alcohol when you're younger, that's it. Like this instantly, the scent was not for me, but I'll let my daughter use it. But I do love this scent. This is the Coca Colada. This has always been like a re-go for scents. I do want to try, I think they have like a Blue Lagoon. They have so many different scents to choose from. I'm trying to think of the ones that I really like. The watermelon's good, the strawberry's good. They have one that's like a peppermint twist and a cotton candy. Those are all really good. But if you're looking for a good sugar scrub, it's gonna exfoliate your skin. It's gonna remove all that dry skin. It's gonna moisturize your skin and make it look very smooth and shiny. And it's perfect for removing self-tan or getting prepped to self-tan. If you've seen any of my self-tanning videos, you know that I always start the process by using this sugar scrub in the shower. Next up is one of my favorite perfumes of all time, I would say, because it is probably the most unique in my collection and one of the most unique that I've ever smelled. And if you've smelled this, then you know what I'm talking about. I just realized now that the bottle is shaped like a jewel because that's what it's supposed to embody. I think it says something like jewel-like radiant floral perfume. So I will say, like, right off the bat, when you smell this, it is so beautiful and sophisticated and just, it is kind of like that jewel tone, like rich. I guess that's why they did it purple too. I'm stretching there, I really don't know. But there's just nothing like this, in my opinion. This has been my go-to for probably the past, I'd say like 14, 15 years. And it's just always something that I keep in my collection, always something that I repurchase. It's definitely on the pricier side, but it is an awesome perfume. It's gonna last all day. They have, I think, 3 different sizes to choose from. 1 ounce for $89, 2 ounce for $150, and then the 3 ounce, the big bottle, for $180. I like to keep a ton of perfumes in my collection. I don't like to wear the same thing every day. I always like to switch it up. So I typically always have smaller bottles in my collection because otherwise it'll go bad. But the fragrance family is Amber, Woody, Floral. And the keynotes are Jasmine, Cashmerian Wood, and White Amber. So just a very just gorgeous, beautiful fragrance where it's definitely heavy. It's not a light fragrance. You only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, but just so good. I will always repurchase this. Okay, next up, the Kiss nails. So these are the full cover nails. They have a bunch of different sizes for whatever your preference is. If you just like the little ones, or if you like the long ones, they have those too. So I have on today, it is the style Active Oval, and then I painted them and I did my own chrome powder. I love them because they're so affordable. They're easy to file down. They're easy to shape, like how you want to do your shape. They have 10 different sizes, and then you get 5 manicures out of each size. So as you can see, I don't have the top 2. I always just take the ones that aren't gonna fit me and I just toss them. And then I just memorize like which size fits each finger. So typically 2 different numbers will fit each finger. So I always get the Active Oval, and then this is the, I think it's the Active Square, but it's basically just like a very short, let me see if I can pull one out and show you. It might be kind of hard to show you, but it's very short and it's square. So I'll put it over this nail so you can see. And then you can just file it down to the length that you prefer. You can just paint them. You can do nail art on them. It's so easy. These are always a must, and I always repurchase these because I like to do my nails myself. I have like this weird thing with people touching my nail beds and filing them, and the drill scares me. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. And I get bored. Like, I like them. I'll have them on for like 3 days and then I'm done with them and I want them off. So I don't see spending that amount of money if I'm not gonna, you know, take good care of them. So I always like to just do it myself. Also, Kiss nails, just like the press-ons, I prefer the glue-ons. They have so many different styles, and that's pretty much what I always wear. They have like all manicures, all nail designs. I will link all my favorite ones down below if you want to check them out. But if you just need something quickly for a night out and you don't want to spend the money to get your nails done, or whatever it may be, you will love them. Just give them a shot. It's so easy to do. Next up are these Paw Paw Wonder Blender Sponges. I've had a hard time finding sponges that weren't like super hard. I would use the Real Techniques ones for a while, and then I got turned on to these. They were, I think, like $9.99, and you get a pack of 6. You get these right off of Amazon. Definitely talked about them many of times, and they are just so soft, and I use it for my concealer, I use it for cream blush, cream bronzer, I use it for everything. And they're just amazing. They're just the squishiest, and they're so easy to clean. I just use the blue Dawn dish soap, and it literally gets them perfectly clean. I'll just read you why you will love it. So it says, super soft, latex free, expands when wet, flawless application, squishy and bouncy. So it's not like hard, and you'll just love them. Just try them out. And again, it's just very easy to like get in where you need. You can get them damp if you need them to expand more. Definitely always something that I have on hand and I repurchase. Next up, this is my new favorite toothpaste that I've been using for the past couple of months now, and I wanted to try out the charcoal. I saw how amazing people's results were, and my teeth are so sensitive. For some reason, this toothpaste does not bother me at all, and it helps combat the coffee and like any soda stains, and I've just noticed such a difference. So this is the Crest 3D White. I'm like out, but it is the Deep Clean Charcoal, and it's Invigorating Mint. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's like a black and mint swirl. So obviously the black is the charcoal and then the white is the mint. And it is a very minty flavor. The flavor is actually very good. When I use it, like, it doesn't bother me. It's not gross. Your mouth feels very clean. I feel like I maybe looked at, like, when I was first interested in this, I was looking at the reviews on, I think it was like Target or something. And I think I saw maybe like one bad review out of so many. And the one review was like, made my mouth like taste like garbage or something ridiculous. I was just like, okay. But I mean, out of all those people, they were all positive reviews. So I think if you want to try something whitening and you want to try out the charcoal, you will love this. This is a repurchase for me. And it's finally a whitening option that's not gonna make my teeth so sensitive. I can't handle like anything. I feel like with whitening and the charcoal, I can handle. I haven't had any issues with it yet. So my camera cut out, but this is the next one. It is the Caress. This is the Burnt Brown Sugar Shea Butter. I've been using this for the past 15 years. It smells like Bath & Body Works warm vanilla sugar. It is just so good. It makes you smell so good, and it feels really nice and moisturizing and luxurious, and does a good job at gently exfoliating as well. That's it. I hope you guys like this video. I will definitely do another one for more like makeup, and then I'll also do home stuff like candles, you know, random stuff like that. That's always a repurchase for me, and it was so hard to narrow it down to just 10 items because there are just so many things that for like the past 10, 20 years, I've just consistently bought. But yeah, that's everything for today. I will link to everything down below if you want to check it out, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.